Hello, everyone. Welcome to the TNT boys. My name is Sam. I got Kale here with me. What you got to say, Kale?
What an intro. Ooh, I feel special.
We're talking about the great outdoors today. It's episode 14.
Wait, we're on 14? Wow. We made it this far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of surprised. You know, a little. So I enjoy the outdoors, outside of fitness and weightlifting and stuff. Outdoors is another really good hobby of mine. So we'll talk a little bit about camping, hiking, fishing. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't do much of the hiking. Obviously, if you look at me, I've camped here before. I'm all about fishing. I'm trying to find more time to do it. I'm not gonna lie, but
yeah. Cool. Yeah. And we'll talk about a few other things within those topics. But before we get into it, I want to give a shout out to Agent Life Media and all their podcasts. Check them out on any social media platform, really.
Yeah.
Touching Base.
Useless Assumptions.
Talking Dirt. Bad. All of them. Check them out along with us. And let's do a quick sports recap. Actually, you want to recap a little bit our trip to Omaha, the burger challenge?
Burger Boy hungry.
Burger Boy hungry. You were actually Burger Boy. We agreed on that.
No, it was Keaton.
Was it Keaton?
Yeah, he seemed like he was more hangry than I am.
He was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You know, Burger Boy only with buff guy to look better, or whatever we were talking about.
Burger Boys look like buff guy bodyguards.
Yeah, we had some good laughs about that later on after we shot the episode. But we can do a quick sports recap. One thing I wanted to quickly touch on was the UFL championship was recently.
Yep.
And Birmingham won it. Adrian Martinez.
3-peat or 2-peat?
I think 2-peat. Last year it was the USFL. I think the year before they weren't. I think it's 2-peat. Almost positive it's 2-peat.
I thought I saw 3-peat.
But either way, former Husker Adrian Martinez, quarterback, was the league MVP.
He balled out this year.
And he was the championship MVP of the game. And it's really cool to see him out there doing stuff. I was always a fan of him at Nebraska. A lot of people put a lot of the blame on him for some of our struggles those days. And
what's crazy?
I've always been a fan of him. I always liked his attitude. And you can see now that coaching was the problem.
What's crazy? Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of people see now that the coaching was the problem. Scott Frost and his staff, they gonzo now, but they were the issue.
Yeah.
Am I the problem?
Yeah. Also, new TNT hat. TNT Boys headband. I wear it when I work out, but we're wearing it for this as well. So
I wear it about almost every day. Our special events.
So
just like for tomorrow when we do Bar Olympics.
Yeah.
Go ahead and explain what Bar Olympics is a little bit.
Bar Olympics is basically Olympics with bar games.
Different
basically,
bars.
Like pool, shuffleboard.
A shuffleboard bowling now.
Darts, cornhole, and then axe throwing.
There's only one thing that I'm going to do, and that is probably shuffleboard, because everything else I'm going to, no.
I think we all do the axe throwing.
Yeah. Well,
axe throwing is fun.
Good thing we got Muscles boy over here.
Muscles.
So some things I want to touch about, College World Series is still going on.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Texas A&M fans, the two that got kicked out?
I saw something about that. Yeah.
Dude, what they were saying to that opposing bench was messed up. It was fucked up. You don't bring up a dead ball boy.
No.
Just to get an edge. But again, that's Texas A&M. I'm not saying all Texas A&M fans are bad. I mean, you know that Nebraska has history with Texas A&M and how we don't like them.
Every fan base has their toxic fans, but it's just like,
but
it's sad.
That's over the board.
It's sad to see the lengths that some fans will go just to get an edge in like certain sporting events.
Right, and it's it's sad that they they had to go that length to talk about someone that has passed on.
Yeah.
I think that's mess.
Yeah, just to get an edge in a ball game, in a sports game.
See here, we got the UFL.
UFL championship, USFL. Okay.
So it is a 3P because they won it. They won it twice in the USFL, and then when they merged, now
they're dominant.
We'll get back to that in a little bit here. Another thing I saw that I totally kind of agree on. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. That stuff is still heating up again.
It is.
Here we are talking about it once again.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Griffin had a good point the other day.
I think I saw something about it. What was it exactly?
Why are we playing the racial?
Yeah.
Why is this a race war?
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be a race war. It
doesn't need to be. No.
And, I see both sides.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, and I know I'm eating my words. Caitlin Clark is her. She's doing pretty well. Doing better.
She's a good talent. I mean, she's only going to improve.
Angel Reese.
You can tell she's got that work ethic.
Angel Reese can ball. But yet again, she only gets high rebounds because she's rebounding her own damn shots.
She seems to have a little bit more of an ego than Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
But I think anyone who's good at anything is going to have at least a little bit of
She's
ego.
Competitive. That whole Chicago Sky team.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if it's color. I don't care if it's where they came from. It's just competitive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No doubt.
But back to Adrian Martinez, though. Do you think he can ball in the NFL as a backup?
I think he deserves a shot to compete for a backup job at least.
I agree.
After winning league MVP, winning a championship, winning MVP of the championship, that's literally what Patrick Mahomes just did in the NFL a couple years ago. I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes, but he basically was the Patrick Mahomes of the UFL this year.
He's the great value.
Yeah. But still, he should get a shot to at least compete for a backup job, I think.
Yeah.
Just get a chance. If he doesn't get it, he doesn't get it. But at least he can say he had a shot.
Hear me out. Packers should sign him as a backup.
Honestly, I'd be okay with that. I'm not totally sold on Sean Clifford. I don't know much about this Michael Pratt guy. I think Adrian Martinez, my dad joked, he was like, he should go to the Packers and replace Love. And I'm like, that's not going to happen. But maybe compete for a backup job. I mean,
you want to talk about his contract he just got?
Long-term deal.
Do you think it was kind of a little too early in his second season as a starter?
I mean, after just one breakout year, it's kind of iffy, but you also in this day and age, it's important for teams to solidify their starting quarterback the future.
Yeah.
And because if you don't have a quarterback, it's in the day and age, if you don't have a good quarterback, you're not going to be good. Gone are the days that you can just win championships by running the ball and playing good defense.
Unless you're Nick Foles.
Nick Foles balled out that year, though.
He did.
In the playoffs.
He did.
He won Super Bowl MVP.
He did. I remember.
Yeah. So, anything else sports related, or we're going to get into today's topic?
Trying to touch up on the old noggin here. Not really.
Touch up on the old noggin?
Well, let me crawl into the noggin and let me think.
There's not much going on there right now.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Crickets.
I expected that.
I expected something.
I did too.
All right. Let's get into it.
One day.
Yeah.
You're going to get it.
I've gotten it before. I've gotten a few things.
All right, buddy.
All right,
buddy.
We'll get into our outdoors topics. We're going to start with the topic of camping. I grew up camping every single summer, at least once or twice a summer, pretty much every year since I was a little kid. I enjoy it. There's certain years that definitely are more boring, certain years that are more fun than others. But I guess how did we originally get into camping, and when was our first time camping, and what was it like? What was our experience like? Why don't you start, Kale? If you remember that far back, or if you just what's your earliest memory of camping? What got you into it?
When I was in elementary school, I went to Ponca State Park with a family that I knew very well. The kid I graduated in high school with, his name was Kane. Funny thing about Kane, he smelled like maple syrup. So we called him Maple Syrup Boy. But his mom was awesome.
That's bullying.
he went with it.
Hmm.
So
Guess he was cool with being called maple syrup boy.
he knew he smelled like maple syrup.
Why did he smell like maple syrup?
I don't know what his mom did in the house, but it's something she did. It smelled great.
Blame it on mom.
So anyway, we went there for like Halloween
Okay.
for like 3 days. And Ponca State Park, they do like, I don't know if they still do it. They do like a haunted house and stuff like that, blah blah
Mhm.
blah. It was a good time. It was my first time camping. Can't think of any other times that I've been camping before.
Yeah.
There was one time when I was out there, I thought I was a little BMXer. So you already know that this story's not going to end very well. Good old Kale and Kane decided to go on a little bike ride. Saw the biggest hill with the bathrooms on it. I know exactly where this spot is too. Because actually the second time when camping was at the Ponca State Park, so I saw it.
Yeah.
Went down the hill. I don't know what happened, but that bike went from riding down straight down to whoop,
Ate shit.
ate complete shit. Would that surprise you about me though?
No.
No, see, that's
How
what I
old
mean.
were you?
Oh, I don't know. Had to be like second or third grade. So
Pretty young. 6 or 7 years old.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
We're all little daredevils at that age.
you had to rub it in dirt.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was a good time. Did some cool things and
Go fishing?
No.
Did you fish it all that time?
No.
You said it was around Halloween?
Yeah, so it was kind of
Okay.
like fall, so
Kinda
like
fall.
nothing
Gotcha.
much really going on.
Cool. Yeah, I've actually never camped that time of year. It's always been in the summer or like late spring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my earliest memory is like when I was probably like 4 or 5 years old, just going with my family. We always have like our family reunion camp out up in South Dakota every summer. Right. It's always on Father's Day weekend, which coincidentally is right around my birthday.
Yeah, his birthday was last week. Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
Yeah. We just had it this past weekend. I'm 28 now. Getting old.
Jeez.
Anyway.
I'm turning 26 in a couple months. Don't remind me.
I always have good, I feel like my best memories camping were from when I was a little kid. Because it's like me, my brother, all my cousins.
I mean, you're a little kid, so of course he's going to be better.
Yeah, because, we either,
No responsibilities.
yeah, exactly. We go out on the boat, I thought it was just fun going out on the boat, going swimming in the lake. Tubing is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Or just going to the beach, riding your bike, which I started recently kind of getting into again. Great form of cardio. Doing the, staying up real late and like we'd get like these glow sticks or whatever.
Right.
Or like these glow wristbands and run around and it's just make s'mores and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. At 5 years old.
The Moors are eating s'mores.
Yep. We even like, it's like almost been kind of a tradition throughout the years. We make like event shirts for that camp out.
Yeah.
And one of them was like,
so you're one of those families. Like everything you got to do has to have a special shirt.
And, and it's a little corny at times. Yeah. But
hey, it's great fun. It's great fun.
It's good. And it keeps us close. It keeps us together.
I ain't gonna lie. If we ever go on a trip, we should fuck with Maya and do something like that just to annoy her. Just,
do what?
Like do something to him. Like she'll feel embarrassed because it'd just be funny. Like if we're in an airport and just wearing the stupidest shirts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My bucket hat.
Yeah. Oh wait, just wait. Sam bought a bucket hat. I ain't gonna get any more into it, but he bought a bucket hat.
Yeah.
It's pretty buckets. Fuck it.
All right. Enough of that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's we've had certain things on those shirts. They, it's been like a pun where it like we use the word s'more, but we put our last name in there and stuff. Because most of us are Moors. There's people obviously with different last names through marriage and stuff like that. But it started with the Moors, and
so once you're a Moor forever.
Forever, man.
Forever, man.
And then there was one that said like grilling and chilling or something like that. And
I like that one.
yeah, it's all good. So I have pretty good memories from when I first started camping. I remember, I think it was when I was, it might have been like when I was only like 2 or 3, and we went camping. We had this old RV. Back then we called it the Rolling Green Turd. Or no, the Big Green Booger or something like that. It was just a big
the
green RV,
machine.
and it was old. Like, but I thought it was great because I didn't know any better at the time. And
all I can think about is the RV movie with that.
Oh yeah,
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Robin
Rest
Williams.
in peace.
And then here comes that one guy in the other RV.
Yeah.
That's all I can think about.
And I remember we were at the beach, and me, being 2 or 3 years old, not knowing any better, I had to go pee. And so I ran out to the beach and started pissing in the lake. My dad came and grabbed me and carried me back so I could piss in the bushes, obviously. But I remember that, and I was super young, and I remember it was pretty funny. Everyone was laughing at me. So that's a weird memory, but it's distinct.
I hope your dad listens to this episode. Like, yeah, I had to pick him up.
Yeah, he did that. He was a little shit. Yep.
That sounds like your dad.
But yeah,
your mom be like, "Why is he saying that?
Why is he talking about that stuff?" So, I know you haven't camped a whole lot throughout your life, but do you have any like favorite places you've camped or anywhere you'd like to camp in the future?
Oh man, you don't want to know. Like,
there's a lot.
I like to fish. So like, I want to fish at like where the water is like the nicest, clearest green. And I want to travel to like Wyoming. I want to travel to Minnesota,
Wisconsin would be fun.
Wisconsin or back to Oregon. Again, we're talking about Oregon.
Yeah. No, I plan to talk about Oregon in this episode quite a bit.
We need to go back to Oregon and fish.
And camp and hike.
I don't know camping because
hiking for sure.
Kale versus a bear will not end very well.
Which we kind of did hike there a little bit. It wasn't like legit hiking, but we walked a lot.
Yeah,
but
this is the most walking I got all year.
No, but we'll definitely get back to that. More so in the hiking portion, but either way, I'm kind of in the same boat, man. I'd love to like go to Minnesota or Wisconsin or like you said, back to Oregon. I'd love camping there. Like I would, if they had like legit
Montana.
like campgrounds you can, get to, like maybe not where we were at, where it's just like straight wilderness,
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just think anywhere where it's just like up north where they have like the lakes, like the Great Lakes, and then even like mountains, really scenic forests, stuff like that.
Well, where I'm going for my vacation is called Banff, and that's beautiful.
In Canada.
Yeah. Zach, if you could pull up Banff, Alberta, Canada.
Banff?
It's Banff.
Banff.
It's kind of funny to say, but
Banff.
Like you got a lisp.
National Park?
Yeah.
You've been there before? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind visiting like Yellowstone.
Yeah. Montana and everything.
Yeah. My brother's been there.
Can you go back to the Google search and go to images?
Oops.
Ooh.
Dang.
Yeah, that's called Lake Louise.
So that's where you're going?
Yep.
Beautiful.
No, that right there, that water is like what I want to fish in.
Yeah. I bet that's good fishing.
You're going to be seeing a lot of, bears, deer, elk. Mm-hmm. I've seen a moose in my life.
Lots of wildlife.
The one thing about moose, you got to be really careful. You make the sudden loudest noise or the littlest noise, they'll charge at you and they will kill you.
Yeah. Some of the places I have camped at that I enjoy. I'm going to be honest with you. The most recent place I camped at up in Yankton, South Dakota, where it's the same campground we camped at 2 years ago. It's Pearson Ranch up by the Lewis and Clark campgrounds in Yankton, and I'm not a huge fan of that one, just because it's really not the greatest fishing, and it's just, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the area too much. You're on the Lake Yankton side. You're not on the Lewis and Clark River side.
Yeah, usually Lewis and Clark is better.
Oh yeah, much better. But got in some good bike riding. Got in some good bike riding for sure.
We need to fix my bike.
Yeah. That'd be good for you.
Call me fat.
I'm just saying it'd be good for you. That's all I'm saying.
I know. So like, speaking of camping, I've earlier this year, like a month ago, we talked about it.
Yeah. Doing like a friends thing.
Like a friends.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm starting to talk like this YouTuber I watch called Puddin's Fab Shop. He'll talk like that. He's from Oklahoma, so
gotcha. He's got that southern.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
A southern twang.
Yeah, he got that southern twang. So we were talking about doing camping. We called it kind of glamping, whatever, cabin camping.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I don't mind tent camping, but I need a big tent. I haven't got a chance to get a big tent yet.
As long as I got a nice air mattress, I'm good. As long as it cools down enough at night, because I cannot sleep in the boiling heat.
I can't either. Maya will tell you that I can only sleep with 2 fans. Yes, guys, I said 2.
I have 2 fans.
And one's on the ceiling and one's on the floor. And I don't care.
Yep. She's the same way.
She's like, is Antarctica in here? I'm like,
it's the most comfortable sleeping temperature.
Yeah. Like, it's great.
So like this last weekend, Friday night, it rained. And like sleeping to the sound of rain is like top notch.
Sometimes.
For me, it is. And I'm in the tent. Obviously got the tarp on it. So I'm not getting downpoured on. Duh.
I would laugh.
But I got a huge air mattress and it was great.
Speaking of camping, actually, I reached out to a YouTuber called Crazy Quaddy. He's from Ashland, Nebraska, where Keaton's from.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was trying to ask him if he knew him.
Yeah.
He has a pickup. He has a topper on the back, and he'll camp in his pickup. That dude is awesome.
I think you've told me about this guy.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. So Crazy Quaddy, if you ever see this, you are always welcomed on this show. You seem like a pretty vibing dude. You have
Kale's respect. I've not watched any of your stuff yet.
I think you will like it.
Probably.
Truck camping or Mav. I like watching Mav.
Entertaining or interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all these people that would do the back of their pickups with the tops on them.
Yeah.
They make it to where it doesn't, it's cozy.
Yeah.
And how they cook in there and what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like the big thing right now is people are taking old cool vans.
People cook breakfast in their campers.
Wow. I didn't know
But
that.
you know what's dumb?
What?
These cabins, you can't cook in them. The cabins you can rent out. It says no cooking on the inside. It says a sign, no cooking. We had to cook breakfast outside.
The one that I found in southern Nebraska. I can't remember what part it was.
Not at Pearson Ranch. Forget about it.
It's a pretty nice renovated building, or house.
Well,
cabin.
A lot of times people camp, they cook outside, they grill, whatever.
Yeah,
they cook outside.
Me. I like grilling.
But some people actually cook inside their campers too. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's a nice enough one, I mean.
Really? I didn't know that. I've seen it happen. Yeah.
So.
Oh, another time I went camping.
Some people also order pizza when they're camping.
Yeah, they're not really camping at that point.
Yeah.
I would like to go on record and say this, though. If you got the biggest camper and you're showing off, you're not camping, buddy.
It's nice, though.
It is. But
you ain't camping.
But, you agree? You're not agree?
To a point.
Okay, so if I work in an oil field, then yeah, that's cool. Go ahead. Buy it. But if I'm going to be gone for 2 days, I don't need that big of a camper, that nice of a camper.
Yeah.
I don't need a house on wheels.
Right. It just depends how serious you take camping.
It's like I told Maya, I'm cool with buying one of them pop-up ones.
That's what I have.
But the camper,
Oh, I thought you meant the tent.
the camper, where just
Yeah,
you open this and it's
we
like
we used to have one.
it's cheap.
One of my dad's buddies, I think, has it.
And this is why I love Maya too, because she's not materialistic.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
she wouldn't hate it unless we fixed it up.
Right.
Obviously.
Well, yeah.
You guys know how relationships work.
You want it. I mean, you don't want it to just be like a garbage fest in there.
No,
you want it to be
no.
nice at least.
And it's like I want to take my dogs, and I don't have to spend money on a deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cheap to put dogs up for the weekend, and I feel bad. I got two
Right. Yeah.
two awesome dogs.
I mean, dude, if you got dogs, you got it, and you're going camping, you got to take them with you. Like dogs are camping pets.
I mean, though, you and I know how much JD could be a little shit.
Dude, JD would have a blast.
He would,
Guaranteed.
but we'd have to have him on the leash.
Make sure he doesn't run away.
Yeah, he'll be on the leash, honestly.
Perseus would have a blast.
Perseus would stay around you.
Yeah, but he'd have fun.
He's a good boy.
You go to the lake, he'll go swimming.
I guess no, he doesn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, we bought
JD would, I bet.
we bought a pool once, kiddie pool.
Yeah.
JD was all right with it. Percy's like, I want nothing to do with that
Really?
fucking shit right there.
Huh. He must have had a poor experience in the past.
Yeah, I mean, he is a rescue, and
Yeah.
I believe in the don't shop, adopt deal. Adopt, don't shop.
Yeah.
I love that dog, and I love JD very much. He's like my first newborn, I guess you would say.
They're good boys.
Yes. Oh, JD can be a crackhead.
And even though like Perseus is bigger, but JD lets him know who the older sibling is.
Actually, there's been times Perseus has gone back and clapped back at him, and JD's like,
okay, you're 3 times my size.
yeah.
Um,
JD likes to try to hold his own weight.
I respect it.
Yeah.
So we've kind of touched on it a little bit already, but some of our favorite things to do while camping, obviously fishing,
Drinking.
This just kind of comes with it.
So I know Brody and them are gonna listen to this. When we went camping one year, we played volleyball.
Yeah.
I haven't played volleyball in a long time. I felt like I was Michael Jordan out there.
Michael Jordan in the sand volleyball pit.
I legit felt like Michael Jordan.
Nice.
That's when I was losing weight at that time. Like I felt like light, like I could just bounce around
like lightning.
Yeah, like lemon queen. Wow.
White chocolate.
That doesn't sound right.
That was Jordy Nelson's nickname.
I know.
I mean, I just, like I said, I just got back into riding bike, and I put in like 20 to 25 miles this past weekend. And that's something I kind of just want to keep doing. Even not just as a camping hobby, obviously hiking, playing sports, like playing football, throwing the ball around. Like you said, drinking, playing different like yard games,
Beer darts.
cornhole,
Yeah.
yakking it up with friends.
Beer.
Yep. More beer.
More beer.
Yeah.
Liquor. And then you bring the liquor.
Yep. I didn't really get too crazy this last weekend.
Sam, did you have a hot dog on an open flame?
I did have one. Yep.
Sam approved.
Yep.
I actually was talking about it with somebody at work the other day. He's like, yeah, hot dogs are better on open flame.
Yeah.
I talked to Craig about that,
Dude,
actually.
that's just fact. Like
He
if you're
was-
gonna have a hot dog
He was,
over an open flame.
he was giving me shit today. He's like, so, I don't remember what got brought up. So he's like, what? Sam's always making fun of you. What was it that you always like? A gas station glizzy. He's like, you like glizzies?
Glizzies. Gas station glizzies.
Oh,
Yep.
I love working with Craig. He's
That
funny.
was just one time we randomly stopped at the gas station. Whatever, you're like, I'm gonna get something to eat. I'm hungry. I'm
Oh,
like,
it was. It was a long day.
what you getting? Oh, probably hot dog. I'm like, you getting a gas station glizzy?
Yeah.
And then from then on, that must be your favorite food, and it is. It's
Nah.
fact now.
Nah. Someone take the soundboard away.
Nah, that ain't happening.
I know. He's like, I am the god on the mic.
Yeah, dude. So, I think at night, like at nighttime, making s'mores,
Yeah.
that's fun. Honestly, telling scary stories around the campfire. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, even if it's not like legitimately scary, like if someone can just like put some humor on it and make it fun and make me laugh, like
You're making me think of the SpongeBob episode.
Yeah. Wait,
Like,
I can't remember.
Where they do the CAMPING,
Oh, yeah.
you know, a camping song.
Yeah, the campfire song.
Patrick!
Squidward!
Good! It will help.
You sing the whole song?
I don't want to.
All right.
I don't want to, you know, make people jealous.
Yeah, you don't want to make me jealous because you have a good singing voice?
Yeah.
Because you can sing SpongeBob songs?
Yeah.
Are you an early bird or a night owl when it comes to camping?
Both. Yes.
Yes. I'll be honest, I'm definitely more of an early bird. Like, I will stay up late at times, but like there's times where I'm so active during the day when I camp. Like, I hate just sitting there and like just a lot of people when they camp, they just sit at their campsite and just drink beer all day and do nothing, which is fun sometimes. But I got to be doing stuff.
I hate the only thing I agree with that, but the only thing I'll disagree is flies.
Mosquitoes.
The flies will get on my nerves.
The gnats are worse than the flies, man. The gnats and the mosquitoes, especially if you're not close to the water, they are bad.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But like I said, like I like to be active. Like whether I'm riding my bike, I'm going, swimming, just doing stuff.
Having a hot dog on an open flame.
Having a hot dog on an open flame.
Yeah.
But sometimes like nighttime rolls around, like 10 o'clock hits and I'm out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, I don't feel like staying up and drinking and shit. Like
I gotta go.
I'm tired. Like I'm about to fall asleep in this chair right now.
Honestly, whenever I'm like we're doing something and say like if we're drinking or we're driving back from Omaha, if I start seeing you dozing off, I just fucking laugh because it's hilarious. You're like, there's one time.
It's funny because like I'm not even gonna dispute it. Like it's definitely true.
Yeah, this dude is the worst snorer I've ever heard in my life.
That's debatable.
I don't do it anymore. I got the machine.
Yeah, you got the Android.
That ain't no Android. It's a lifesaver. Robot. It's a lifesaver. Not my fault. I got sleep apnea.
It's not as bad though anymore for me. Been cutting.
I still think you should get looked at. But this dude will talk in his sleep. He'll be saying the most randomest shit.
Most of the times people tell me when I talk in my sleep, they tell me it's usually about food.
Food or work.
Okay, yeah.
You gotta do this. Yeah, I'm gonna eat that cheeseburger.
Dude, I'm not. That's funny though.
Yeah.
It provides you entertainment.
Well, it's funny.
Provides other people entertainment.
When we filmed the episode in Omaha, I was like, I gotta bring my earbuds. I gotta bring my earplugs.
Your earplugs, yeah.
Thank God I have done that, and I'm so glad that I'm gonna do it now from now on. That was the most sleep I've ever got, sleeping in a hotel with you.
That's awesome. I'm happy for you.
I'm glad you are.
Yeah.
Oh, you hear that, Zach? He's proud of me.
It's a special moment for Kale.
That's great. I'm glad to see you guys getting along so well.
Yeah. You want to talk about the bar we went to? We're going to save that for later.
The one we went to at night?
Yeah, the most sketchiest bar.
What was it called? I don't even remember.
Hollywood.
Dude,
no,
we tried getting into a speakeasy. We didn't know it was a speakeasy.
Yeah. I kept telling Keaton,
and we're just wearing like
street clothes.
Like I'm wearing like a tank top and shorts. No, but that one bar, it looked like it was like about to close down.
It looked like it deserved to be on bar rescue, but it was beyond bar rescue's help.
I schooled you guys in darts though.
I don't care.
Still.
But it was funny when we went outside, those guys were talking about trains.
Yeah, train hoppers.
Yeah, I'm honestly never going to drink at a bar on that side of town ever again.
It was entertaining though.
So if you guys don't know what a train hopper is, they live on a train. They'll drop from cart to cart, from state to state. They'll get in the countries that way too. One guy's like, when you got to poop on a train, you can't poop over here. You got to poop over here.
Yeah, I know.
And
yeah.
we're just, Sam and I were just like looking at each other like, what?
That was probably the weirdest thing I heard in that conversation.
Yeah.
He's talking about pooping.
And then one guy,
Okay, man.
the one guy's like,
you got it down to a science.
the one guy's like, you need a job. I can get you a really good job. You don't have to do that no more.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I would, but how am I going to get there? I don't have a car. He's like,
gosh, dude.
I'll figure it out. And then that one dude,
they're like, yeah, man, you can make a lot of money or whatever.
the
like,
one dude on the, with the really raspy voice, that's, you know, you can tell he's been through some shit.
Mm-hmm. The older guy that was there, right?
He's like, you got to watch out for them cops and the cops and everything. And da, 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 da. And then Keaton's is over there smoking a cigar, just having a blast.
Yeah.
He's like,
Keaton wasn't even like paying attention really. And I wasn't really either. I was just trying to like talk and stuff. I didn't want to feel like we were eavesdropping, but
no,
you
but
couldn't help but listen in.
Dude, we were so tired that night. I was tired.
You were really tired. I was kind of ready to like, I don't know, have some fun, but you guys were both, and Keaton, I mean, I don't want to keep
he's
him
a
out too
family.
much.
Keaton's a family man.
Yeah. But yeah, that was fun.
Never going to that bar again.
You're gonna be yours for
Don't poop over here. Poop over here.
What are some of your favorite foods to eat while you're camping? Getting back on topic here.
Honestly, if they have it, steak.
Yeah.
I like wood fire steak.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Being the health fitness guy, the trainer, the nutritionist.
Yeah.
When I'm camping, diet's completely out the window pretty much.
Yeah.
Especially at my family campouts.
It's protocol.
It's all fucking fried foods. It's all like grilled meats, which isn't bad.
Write that down. He's cheating. He's cheating
it's
on his
all
diet.
like, and then like sweets and like, it's all like unhealthy shit. And then beer on top of it. Like,
dude,
for a weekend. But then again, I also stay really active too. So it kind of evens out because I'm constantly doing shit. But then when I eat, it's like, it's unhealthy as hell. Like,
yeah,
I try to pack some healthy stuff and everyone's just like, eat this fucking fried chicken, eat this burger,
eat that chicken,
eat these
boy.
French fries, like eat this campfire glizzy.
Oh, eat the cookie, boy.
Yeah.
Remember when we used to say that all the time?
Yeah. That
Eat
was
the cookie, boy.
That's from a Tim and Eric skit.
Yeah.
Eat the cookie, boy, or the Arnold thing. Put that cookie down.
Oh, dude, put the cookie down.
We'll see. The thing is too, there's a lot of birthdays in my family around that time, especially
Father's
mine,
Day.
my aunts, and it's Father's Day. So someone always brings a birthday cake too. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah, it's just
Bring the whole fucking store while you're at it.
That's probably part of the other reason why I try to stay so active. Because if I was just being sedentary, just shoveling shit like that in my mouth
you would
all
have
weekend,
a gut on you, wouldn't you?
I'd have them. Yeah, they call it the more belly. A lot of the guys in my family have beer bellies. I'm changing the narrative though. Changing the game.
Yeah, I am the game changer.
But yeah, that's basically me. Like I try to bring like fruit and stuff. And there was even one year when I was still in college and I was like really taking like my cut really seriously and stuff.
Yeah.
And I even brought like my protein powder to make like protein shakes. Might as well not even brought it. Like eat these burgers, eat these hot dogs, eat these brats. Like,
well, when you're in college, you're just gonna eat the most random shit anyway.
yeah.
Ramen, spaghetti.
But I was taking it pretty seriously, like with like just being really ripped and shredded back then. I wasn't big or anything, but yeah, man. That's what about you? What did you kind of say like some of the different foods you eat? Breakfast food is good too. We made really good like egg muffins.
Yeah, that when we went with the group, Val made some pretty good breakfast that morning. Don't remember exactly what it was, but I think it was like your typical bacon, eggs, and
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs and toast, whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I'm that guy. If I wake up first, I'm cracking open a beer. I know it's Saturday. I don't got shit to do, but just fuck off.
That's a lot of people when they're camping, like
like
bright and early. Fuck the coffee.
Yeah, so I like my coffee too. So but you know, it's Saturday, so like, what's the point of fucking doing shit? So it's like,
we had this last weekend. We had like this little egg maker.
yeah,
We put like 7 eggs in there, and it like we basically like medium boiled them.
yeah,
And just rip the shell off when it's done.
yeah.
You know, and then we grilled up some like
So-
sausage patties and some bacon.
Is it almost like
Smash it on an English muffin.
so like a egg English like a,
Yeah, like an egg McMuffin kind of.
yeah,
And put like a slice of cheese on there. They were so good.
dude. Speaking of that, I would rather make my own than go to McDonald's for one.
Oh, they were way better
even
than
though
McDonald's.
I mean McDonald's theirs is pretty good, but like with the inflation now, it's not worth it. Actually I can't say that because I actually ate out today, but before we ate out yesterday and today because Sam and I were busy. Last time I ate out was probably the burger episode, but you know, you start to see what you could do when you make your own food for a little while.
Yeah.
Not saying I don't ever do, but I do.
Yeah.
Make some good stuff, but I'm not trying to get off topic. But
No, it's a good point.
I think breakfast is always a good point
Mm-hmm.
at the start of camping in the morning, the first morning.
Yeah. What are some, I mean, we've brushed over a lot, but some interesting, funny or crazy camping stories. I got one that I thought of right off the top of my head. It was the summer going into, I think, my sophomore year of high school. And someone spread this rumor around the campground saying there is this animal called a luger lurking around. And my cousin Dylan believed it. You know Dylan.
Who doesn't?
Shout out Dylan if you watch this episode. The luger, the curse of the
dude,
luger. And we were walking like down this trail. There was like a trail that led out to this pier that you could fish off of.
Right.
And there was like bushes on the side and like a little bit of woods going out there. And me and my cousin Lucas were walking out there. And I guess like we were supposed to be looking for this thing. And all of a sudden we heard some rustling in the bushes. And he got so scared. And I still remember to this day his reaction. Oh shit. Ah! And he freaking turned around and darted the other way. And it turned out it was just like, I think it was just my cousin John. Big ass dude.
Dylan, you're a little pussy.
It wasn't Dylan.
It
wasn't Dylan.
I regret.
But
Sorry,
Dylan was in on the whole thing, and it was my cousin Lucas. You haven't met him, but yeah, it was hilarious. I just laughed at his reaction.
Can you explain the stories that you told me about your Uncle Moose?
No, my Uncle Jim.
Uncle Jim.
Kirsch, yeah. Okay, so this one time, it was actually on our fishing trip. It's a guys only fishing trip. We try to do it every year. It's like all like the guys on my dad's side of the family. So I go with my dad, my brothers. Sometimes my brother-in-law comes along, and like all my uncles and cousins and stuff. And my Uncle Jim is a big time like storyteller, and he tells all these stories. And once you get him going, he's not going to stop.
Yeah.
You try to get a word in, don't even try. Like it's not going to work.
It's like,
He's just going to keep going.
Speaking.
Here's the thing: you get him started on the Husker football or like politics, he won't stop. And
You get the motor going, you can't stop it.
or like just random facts. So one time I was like setting up the tent during that camping trip, and he was having a conversation about, I guess, like radiation poisoning to someone in the back, like wasn't even listening. But then all of a sudden out of nowhere, I heard during the conversation, he's like, now, you know, radiation poisoning is a violent fucking death. And I'm like, I just heard it like distinctly, like I wasn't listening at all. And then I heard that and I'm just like, what? Like the hell are they talking about over there? And me and my brothers just laughed like so hard about it because we all heard it. Like it was hilarious. And you get him started on anything. And then there's this other time at the actual family camp out where as I was passing him, he was having a conversation with some other guy. I guess they must have been talking about history or something. And he was like, now Hitler was stupid. Just something random. I'm like, I just heard it, like passing by, heard it, you know, random conversation off to the side. Now Hitler was stupid. I'm just like, it's just the stuff that man says, but he's hilarious. He's got some crazy stories. I don't know if all of them are true, but they're definitely entertaining and they're definitely funny. So yeah, those are some funny stories as well.
Interesting.
How about you?
Not really. Like I said, I haven't really been camping much, but pass.
That's all right. We're going to go to hiking. And I know this is probably the one you have the least amount of experience with, but there's always the Oregon trip. I'm sure there's times you've done something reminiscent to hiking that you can definitely talk about.
Vacation,
or similar.
Yeah. I've done some walking around and like shit like that on vacation.
Right. First time hiking, what sparked my interest or our interest in it originally?
Nothing.
When I was young, living out kind of in the country, I would always go with my dad and my brother. We'd always just like go walking around like just random like fields and stuff and
the
just
newer trucks, huh?
Yeah, not that. Like the fields and stuff. Like there's this huge, like, I guess like cow field just out back from my house. And like, yeah, we'd hop the fence and shit and go like freaking basically exploring. You're a kid. You're just out and about, just roaming the fields. And I mean, the farmer that owned it caught us sometimes. He didn't give a shit. We weren't doing anything wrong, really. And he was a cool dude. And, but yeah, it was fun. That's kind of what got me into, I guess, hiking and just like wanting to like be outdoors and just like explore, really.
You're right.
We would just, travel to random places and stuff. And it was fun. When you're a kid, your imagination runs wild. You act like you're some, fictional character on like a quest or something like that.
I am on an adventure.
Exactly. Yeah. You can pick up the stick and act like it's your sword or whatever when you're a kid. And
I feel like that's what Brody thinks what he is every day in his life. I'm on an adventure.
That's all right.
Yeah, hey.
To each their own. Yeah. To each their own. But then I started hitting up that trail in Yankton up by those same campgrounds, Lewis and Clark, with my friend Brent Solar, who is
a Marine.
Navy.
Oh.
Navy SEAL.
Yikes.
He
because it's the Navy.
I'd actually like to have him on here sometime, talk to him about some of that stuff, but
no.
Shut up.
Yeah, I like him.
Brent's a good dude.
I went to high school with him, so yeah, I'm cool with him.
And I started hitting that trail up in Yankton with him, and it's a fun trail. A lot of hills.
So
we've what's up?
Sorry for cutting you off. What time do you start? Like, and what time do you finish?
Usually it takes about, if we're really cooking, it'll take about probably an hour and a half to finish. I always forget how long it actually is. I want to say it's like 4 miles, but it's a lot of like really steep hills.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't join you.
I'd say you should probably get in a little better shape before you join us on that one. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, so you are calling me fucking.
I'm just saying, man, like it's not for the faint of heart. It's a tough trail.
I could make through it.
I could see you grinding through it, but it'd be slow.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
I know. I got little short legs and
the little legs that could.
Don't you be laughing over there, you little asshole. I just gotta believe, damn it.
But no, it's a lot of fun. We've hit that a few times. There was times where we'd even like sprint certain sections of it.
Yeah, definitely not Jordan. I heard sprints and
But last time we took it, we didn't. He ran more than I did. I was like, dude,
I would hope so. He's a Navy SEAL.
Well, yeah. And the thing is, it was only a week after my competition that I did last. So I was still in like powerlifting shape. So I was still like a little heavier.
So F it.
And like still kind of like not as fast as I would be as, when I get leaner. So
right, yep.
I definitely wasn't in the cardiovascular shape he was in. But it was still a lot of fun. And then the cool thing about that is afterwards, we'll go stop and get a bite to eat somewhere in Yankton or something, and just make a trip out of it,
Your favorite pizza place?
Hell no. No, last time we actually went to this marina that's pretty close to it. And they have some decent food there. That was actually my first time having a Moscow Mule.
Oh, so that's where you got, okay. All right.
They're good, dude. I've been sleeping on them.
Yeah, Zach, his new favorite drink is a Moscow Mule.
They're pretty good.
They are.
Never had
Tastes
one.
like Sprite.
Never
They're
had
super
one.
good.
Yeah.
Never had one.
Gotta like ginger beer though.
Yeah.
Probably never will.
But it was good. And then I don't know. A lot of times we'll go to Frying Pan, get breakfast food.
Oh, I will kill to have some frying pan.
I'll tear up some
I
breakfast
haven't
had
had frying pan since I lived
Love
in Sioux Falls.
breakfast. Lunch, dinner, breakfast. Love me some breakfast.
Okay, though, when we had breakfast this past Saturday,
At Village Inn.
oh, dude, when we going back, buddy?
Dude, I told you, man. Village Inn.
Yeah, well,
You're all like Jimmy's egg.
well, no. See, I've had Village Inn before, but Keaton is the one that put us on the location.
That's true. When I went my last powerlifting competition, I went to the other Village Inn in Omaha after my weigh-in, and it was still just as good.
I think the one we went to was probably the best I've ever had. A half
Debatable.
pound of chicken fried steak and hash browns and toast and eggs and
I like the skillet.
pancakes with coffee.
I think it's the All-American skillet or whatever.
And yeah, Sam, you had coffee too. I was kind of surprised, but
I needed some caffeine at that moment in time.
hey, you know what though?
But give me my chalky milk though first.
Nothing wrong. I'm surprised you didn't put some of that chalky milk in that coffee.
Gotta make it cold.
So?
Coffee's supposed to be hot, dude.
So? Not all the time. Not like scorching hot.
Let's talk more about hiking.
I'm out.
So favorite hiking spots. I kind of touched on the spot up in Yankton. That's really the only legit trail I've been on, but there's so much more. Like up in Oregon, like I said, when we were in Oregon, I totally would have loved to go on an actual hiking trail had I not had to go compete and squat 600 pounds the next day. Like I totally would go back there and do like legit hiking.
More sightseeing.
More sightseeing for sure. I think we did a lot of sightseeing, but we could definitely do more. And then that's what's fun about hiking though is the sightseeing.
Yeah.
You know, you get to see nature depending where you're at.
But
You get to see the water.
When you're out there though, you got to be more careful with the wildlife that's out there. And
That's true. Yeah.
Like I was looking at it, there's cougars and mountain lions.
There's lugers, isn't there?
Bears, Bigfoot.
Yeah. Bigfoot,
No, he's not real.
Chewbacca.
Oh.
Imagine some guy got swept up by that when they were inventing Star Wars. Freaking, never mind.
All right, Brody, coming down.
I'm hate. Well, no, didn't Brody like Star Wars?
He loved it.
Yeah. But yeah, like I would totally go back to Oregon to hike in the future. I'd like going like pretty much the same spots we talked about camping. Get off your phone.
I'm looking at the fucking thing.
I'd like to go to like
See?
up in like we talked about Minnesota, Wisconsin. We saw some pretty cool spots even when we were in Wisconsin. But it was too cold to actually go hiking or do anything outdoors.
Yeah, it was too damn cold.
It was in January 2023. But
there's some spots I know up there with Milwaukee. We went to. There's a beach.
There's more spots even in just South Dakota.
Yeah.
Like that would be fun.
Black Hills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Preferred time of day. Early morning, afternoon, night.
Yeah, night.
Bring a flashlight.
Scared.
Bring some water.
Water better.
Honestly,
Probably morning.
I like right around like noonish. The only thing too, though, is like you go up to the spot in Yankton there's like this state parks office. Like you have to get a sticker, like a park
dumb.
sticker.
Yeah.
If you just get like a 1 day one, like you got to buy one from that place, that office. Otherwise, if you go to like a gas station to do it, they only sell like the yearly ones. And if you're just going for a day to hike, I bought a yearly one this last weekend because I'll probably be going back up there to either hike or maybe camp again this year. Who knows?
Who knows?
But And that place doesn't open till noon or something like that. So that kind of blows.
Personally, if I were to be a hiker, I would go in the morning. It'd be nice and cool. Get there by sometime in 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And
by the time you're done, it's lunchtime.
Yeah.
I've done that before too. Early morning, early afternoon. I wouldn't start late afternoon when it gets like really hot, but I have.
Like if I know it's going to be scorching hot, it's like, why would I waste? Why would I put my body through that?
I've gone like late afternoon when it was hot out.
Insane.
It was fun. You just got to make sure you drink a lot of water, a lot of electrolytes. So like getting to the next thing is like your favorite things to pack. Like obviously you want to bring water. Bring water.
Banana.
I actually recommend something with some electrolytes. I brought these aminos I was drinking last time, some sort of snack. Like granola bars or something like that. Something with some quick carbs, going to give you a little energy. And then I just usually pack like a backpack and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yep.
Bananas?
Yeah, banana would be good.
Potassium.
Yeah.
Cramps and stuff.
They're also like good quick carbs as well. Type of weather, obviously just nice weather is good. Like sunny, maybe a little bit of a breeze. I definitely want to, at least the one up in Yankton that I've been to so many times. There's some really shady parts, like with a lot of trees, shaded parts. So if it rained a lot recently, it's going to be muddy as hell because the sun doesn't get there to dry it up.
Well, did you see how much rain they got? They got like 15 inches of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting, funny hiking stories.
Oh, yeah, I got one.
What?
So when we were in Canada one year, my cousin Fletcher, we were somewhere, I don't remember where it was, near Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where I'm from. And what was funny about it, we walking around, following the trail, and then like we see like this big old pile of poo-poo. My cousin at the time being 5.
Yeah.
We act like, oh, like we're gonna step in it, and then my cousin comes out and just steps in it, and we're like, no. Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah.
You know, I can't think of anything like super interesting or funny off the top of my head. It's usually just like get through the trail and
go home.
I mean, and then get some grub and go home. I mean, I'm sure if I start hitting up some new places, there'll definitely be more stories to come. But how about fishing, man? I know you enjoy fishing. What, who or what got you into fishing originally?
My stepdad. He doesn't do it much anymore.
No.
I kind of feel like he passed that torch on to me.
Yeah.
My brother don't want to do it.
Your brother doesn't like fishing?
I don't think he does. I don't think he has the patience for it. Or
it does take some patience. If you get bored real easily, it's not for you.
I mean, I could be wrong. About it.
Like I enjoy it just because like catching them, it's like catching like a big fish is fun to me, but also it's kind of like one of my more relaxing hobbies. Like obviously,
I would say Nathan got me more in fishing at one point.
Yeah, we went fishing with him a couple times.
Yeah,
he's really hardcore about it, more so than me, for sure.
Yeah, I would like to do ice fishing. I don't want to do it out of Willow Creek.
I've never ice fished.
I have the stuff, but I'd rather have Nathan show us.
Yeah.
I have the whole
someone
setup.
who's got some experience for sure.
Go next thing you know, we go on ice and we're.
Yeah. My dad obviously got me into fishing. I remember going with him when I was just young a few times, obviously on camping trips, but also just to go fishing. And pretty much just kind of enjoyed it from the first day. And it's something I like doing during the summer. And, recent years, as I've gotten older and more busy with work and stuff, it's
hard to find time.
It's been harder and harder to find time to actually do it. But that's also just an excuse. Like,
I'm just tired of the spots that we've been to.
Like if something's important to you, you make time to do it.
Yeah.
You know, just like I make time to work out, which is more important than fishing to me. But still, like if something's important to you, it's
Remember last year?
you got to prioritize. You know, you'll make time for it.
Remember last year when we went fishing? One, I didn't want to buy a day pass.
Yeah, fucking stubborn bastard. Jeez, just get it. Like
two, when we got there, my rod broke.
yeah, I know. I was having a heyday. I was catching fish left and right.
Yeah,
Skyview is not a bad little lake to fish at.
it's
I'm
not
not
my
going.
favorite.
It's not bad. They got some decent fish in there.
Everybody fishes there, so it's like
That every time I go there, I catch at least something, at least a couple,
I kind of like river fishing better,
to a point. Yeah,
but you really got more patience for that.
like out like on the Cowboy Trail at Taha.
yeah, we've done. So Nathan and we've done
Not a
it,
huge fan of that, dude.
dude. No, I, without a doubt, I find night fishing better than day fishing. I feel like your chances are higher. I've
I
caught
don't
some
know,
good.
dude. I've not ever had really good luck night fishing. I'm gonna be honest. I enjoy it. It's
Nathan
fun.
and I have.
Yeah, my best.
I'll add the pictures in here, but I know I've caught some good fish out of the Elkhorn.
My best fishing luck has always been like afternoon, early evening,
But you got to think too, you know,
or morning.
the one thing he's taught me and some other people have taught me is you got to make sure you're using the right bait
Yeah.
and the right hooks and the right, you know,
The right rig.
yeah.
You know, you can't use a bobber for all types of fishing.
You can't use the same lure because it's just pretty, you know, bright
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah. You got to have the right rig and right. Yeah. You got to have the right
yeah.
setup for different types of fishing.
The type of fishing I know we got mostly in our rivers is cat.
Like you're not going to have the same rig for fishing at Skyview that you would fishing at the river.
Yeah. Skyview has more bass.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I catch a lot of bass there.
So
They have walleye too.
Yeah.
They do. Bluegill, I think. I think
Uh,
they have catfish too.
yeah.
They got a lot of fish there.
Yeah.
They do.
Taha, it sucks.
You know, I haven't fished there in a long time. I might try it out again sometime.
It's garbage. Everybody goes there, so you're not going to really get a good fish.
Yeah.
The water's terrible.
I'll give it another shot before I sign off on that.
But you also got to be careful where you fish too, because like you could be on someone's property, like off-road ranch.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, buddy, get the fuck off my lawn. You know, like
Yeah. You got to watch out for that. There used to be a small pond just up north from my parents' house, and I would just walk there when I was a kid and fish. And the guy, he gave us permission to use it. The guy that owned it.
right.
I'd catch fish there all the time. They had some big fish in there. It's all dried up and it's nothing now, but
Oh yeah.
but it was a nice little fishing pond for a
Well,
while.
they probably maintained it.
They did. Yeah.
Now they're
It was
probably
artificial.
Now they're older, or
They're older.
They're older, or now they just moved on and moved out.
Yeah. I remember one time when I was like 12 or 13, me and my brother went there, and it was like a bunch of like high schools, like juniors and seniors, like partying. They're like fishing and like drinking beer and shit. It was kind of funny.
Yeah. I used to fish a lot in high school. And then,
Yeah.
dude, remember that one night we were going to go fishing and I was like, oh, yeah, let me show you this spot I got out in Stanton County. And we come across, it just got done raining. And we get across
This
down
flipped upside down
on a
vehicle.
side. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there was a truck in front of me, a Dodge. He turns around. I turn around. I get out and say, hello, anyone in there? And the guy, the guy in the Dodge catches up. He's like, roll down his window. And I kid you not, I could smell alcohol in that truck.
Yeah.
It was a newer Dodge. You know,
Yeah.
he was a retired farmer. He didn't really give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you stay in the car. And the dude's like, anyone in there okay? I'm like, yeah, I don't think anyone's in there. He's like, we'll go in there.
I didn't stay in the car. I was there the whole time.
Are you?
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that guy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he's like,
That was a long time ago.
yeah. He's like, I don't want to go down there. I'll get water up to my ass crack, and I don't want to get that in my ass. I'm like, I didn't know what to say, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, that guy was drunk.
You can tell he's coming from Jake's or the Mint,
Yeah.
but because it's on that road that went,
Yeah.
So anyway, we're getting in the car. We turn back around. Cops come out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And they pulled us over, or they stopped us. Like, what are you guys doing? You see anybody running around here? I'm like, no, not really. Like, oh, we had a hit and run. We're wanted fugitive. I'm like, oh, okay. What are you guys doing tonight? Going fishing? No. I said we're just driving around because I don't want to say fishing.
Yeah.
We're just driving around. He's like, oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I remember that. I do remember all that.
Okay.
Crazy.
So that the whole night, that it ruined that because we were gonna go fishing, and then that just went from here to here.
Yep. Pretty much, man. What type? Is there a certain type of fish you enjoy catching more than others? I like walleye, mainly because they're good eating too.
Either bass or catfish.
Really?
Catfish.
Bass are fun too. Catfish. I haven't caught too many catfish in my life.
Dude, it's like everywhere in the river.
I know. I always catch walleye or bass mostly.
Your best chance is either flood control or river.
I really like fishing up by Platte, South Dakota. This campground called Berry Neck. We camp right on the shore, and we fish right off the shore. And last year we hit our limit. We hit our whole stringer full of fish.
Wow.
And I think the limit is 15. I caught most of them.
Sorry guys, I ruined your fun. You didn't get to catch any. Fish fries are always good too when you catch. You just gotta know how
That's
to
what we
clean it.
did with it too. Actually, I think they did it. My family did it without me, and I caught most of the fish.
Psh. Psh.
I don't really care.
Psh. Unreal.
Do you have a favorite fishing memory, or what's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Then, so one night, Nathan and I, we went out on the river by the turnoff to Battle Creek. So at the time, the river was low enough we can go on the banks where it was sand, like a beach area.
Yeah.
That night, we were catching fish left and right. I passed out while I was waiting for it because, it's dark and tired.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I hear the bell going off, ding, 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 ding on the lure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, I got it.
You had one of those fishing bells on
I'll
your
have to add the
rod?
picture.
Yeah.
But what was fucked up, the next day I went to work. I got hurt at work. That's when all that other stuff started.
Really?
Yeah, we're not going to say what it is, but that's what I was doing the night before.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, we invited you, but you were doing something. That must have been at the time where you're like, I don't really want to hang out with anybody, but
yeah.
When you were going through stuff.
It might have been, yeah.
But now Nathan's a busy guy and he doesn't have time to do it. That's all right.
I remember when we all went fishing out at Willow when we were still like living together and stuff. And you caught a pretty big fish that night too.
Oh yeah, when I moved back.
Yeah.
I think I have the picture of that still too.
I didn't catch shit that night. I've never had luck out at Willow.
And what was funny, that night there was a state trooper. No.
Yeah.
Hold on.
He was doing traffic stops.
Right, but there was a sheriff watching us. Remember, there was a car sitting there. Yeah, sheriff.
Yeah. Yep.
You wondering what we were doing?
Yeah.
I don't know if he could see us or not, but we were wearing some pretty dark clothing. And then when we came back, the state troopers were doing a DUI checkpoint out of Willow.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Where are you guys from?" And we're like, "I'm just like nowhere." I don't know. He was just asking questions.
We didn't drink either. We didn't drink at all.
No, I usually don't drink when I fish. That's a big no. You can get in big trouble. It depends. If I'm like, say like on the Elkhorn, I'm not going to drink because then.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you got to drive home afterward, but I mean, if you got to ride or if you are camping, like if you're camping, it's like if you're not drinking like while you're fishing, what the hell are you doing?
Right.
Like a true fisherman, he's got his fishing pole in one hand, he's got a beer in the other,
and some snacks.
Snacks are off to the side with the squinch,
like meat and cheese.
Yeah. No. I remember like the first really big fish I caught. I went fishing out at Muscatine with my dad. my dad, I think my uncle Bill, and I caught a 16-inch bass, and it was a pound.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like ecstatic. I was like 8, 9 years old. First like decent sized fish I ever caught.
Nice.
Yeah. Any other like outdoorsy related topics? You ever feel like getting back into hunting? I'll say this. I used to hunt a little, like we used to pheasant hunt when I was a teenager, and I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. Stomping the woods or whatever, stomping the field.
Yep.
And pheasant hunting, with 12 gauge shotgun. And then for whatever reason, like we just stopped going. Like me and my dad, my brothers, my uncles, we stopped going, and I just kind of quit doing it. And I haven't hunted in years, and it's something that I wouldn't mind getting back into.
I've never hunted.
I've never deer hunt. Like the only type of hunting I've done is pheasant. I think maybe turkey once.
I would like to do. Personally, I would like to do duck shooting. I would like to do.
Yeah.
Not duck hunting. I would like to eat duck. I've had pheasant. I like pheasant.
Pheasant's good.
Deer's good. Elk's good. I just want to do. I want to get
First pheasant I ever shot was when I was 12 years old, and I shot it with the old 410 shotgun, and we made soup with it.
Yeah, there's a lot on my route for my job. I see a lot of pheasant that fly in front of the truck all the time. I know that they're getting bigger and stuff, and I've seen some pretty big pheasants.
I feel like a lot of people that deer hunt too. They just sit up in the in the tree stand and just like basically just chill the whole day. Like I don't really like. It seems like that's mainly what they do. Is just go to hang
it's
out.
just like duck hunting. You sit in the blind all day.
Yeah, I like pheasant hunting because you're actually like moving. Yeah, you have your duck call.
Yeah, well, I want someone to teach me first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
But yeah, outside of that, there's not really much more I have. Good talk today, I think. I thought that was
better than I thought.
Better than expected. I kind of, just outdoors, just kind of a random topic, but we had a good talk today.
No, we are a podcast. We talk about anything.
Yeah, I know. We talk about anything on here.
We try to stay with the sports, but we talk about everything.
Yeah, we talk about sports is just kind of consistent, but otherwise we'll talk about anything. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I think
you want to
kind of wraps it up for us today.
You want to, close it out?
I'll close it out. Thanks for listening today. This has been The Great Outdoors with TNT Boys. Don't forget to check out Agent Life Media. Listen to Touching Base, Useless Assumptions, Talking Dirt. Check us out on all social media platforms.
And the gaming channel.
And the gaming channel. And some of the, vlogging we started, obviously, with the burger episode. Getting into some of that. So.
Oh, I just want to say, though, real quick about that burger one. I didn't realize the audio got messed up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
you live and you learn.
Out of anger, I bought chest mics for my phone. Out of anger.
Yeah. So, but trial and error, you live and you learn. So it'll be better next time.
You live and learn, and you forgive and
forget. Yeah. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. Okay. Peace out. Bye.
Peace out. Bye.